Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's been a really long wait, but the first teams were having a technical win. The DC Coastal Nostra squad came out on top with that clause because Batty Boys didn't make it in time. Coastal Nostra just won by default, by disqualification of the Batty Boys for not being on time. We are going to the second game against the Fight Night versus the Legends. It is going to be an interesting game today. We will not be using the 3D rooms because it's just an update and it takes a while for us to get access to those rooms. But heading straight into the battle of the Fight Nights, we'll be going with a squad of 3 instead of 4. Unlucky for them. The odds are really not in their favor right now. Will they be able to come out on top of this battle with limited numbers here? Fight Night taking their sweet time to not to make a push now. They're holding long. They're holding very long, but if they hold too long, it's going to cost them the battle here. Because they're outnumbered and definitely outgunned. Their only option is to just somehow outplay the Legend squad. Doesn't look likely as Vayu will be taking an M500 right to the dome there. T6 now is scoring the first kill. The fact they still put down the self-revive skill even when they're making a full squad push against limited numbers is honestly shows how thorough the Legend squads will be. Anyway, the first rounds will be going to the Legend. Fight Nights do have less money here, but it's probably going to cost them the battle. It's really not that bad if you think about it, because they have less money, all running mini Uzis. It's the weapon classes, they're definitely outgunned here. The Legend squad will be running with a full stack of MP5s and an M60. While we have the Fight Night going with full mini Uzis team. So range wise, they are not at an advantage here, but if they can somehow get close enough, they will definitely be able to put out a lot of damage. Because mini Uzi, be it as it may, it is a very, very effective close range weapon. That's why it is every sniper's best friend. Being forced into a corner, unlucky for them. Very unlucky. A lot of damage, they get a quick trade there. Unlucky, that's 2 of them going down. That's 3 of them going down.
First blood.
Now Fight Night just needs to find a way to get out of here in one piece. Doesn't seem like that's very likely though. Pop straight into Orion to give himself, buy him a little time. He gets knocked, unlucky, but they will be taking the round. Still, they played this very, very smart actually. They have less numbers, they have worse guns, and they still somehow came out on top. It shows the resilience in the Fight Night team. They're playing up to their name basically. Fight Night. Will the Legends take that lying down? Because if you lose to a team that is numerically less than you, it is not the best look, especially in the esports scene. But it's only 1 round, so the 2 rounds haven't played. The teams are tied 1-1. Fight Night making a much more aggressive play than we saw from them in the last round. Unlucky getting hit by the Orion here. Relay goes down. Another one will be going down for the Fight Night. Ree is back. Is the good Lax gonna be able to do enough damage though? Gets one knockdown confirmed here. It looks like another one will be biting the dust. Orion goes in. He takes another one down. They are somehow holding their own here. to get the healing. Unlucky. Unlucky for the Fight Night team. He pushed too strong, too fast. That would have been a very impressive play there, because his use of the Orion skill was honestly very smart. But he just goes straight in. He knows one of the... He should have attacked the one that got knocked first. I believe the comms should have been able to tell him the one that got knocked, so they would have... He would have just gone straight for that one with the Orion. The Orion should have definitely taken her down. She was definitely low on HP, and Orion does at least 20. I think at least 20, if I'm not mistaken, from your HP there. The Legends have now taken the Fight Night squad as a threat, not just people that, not just a team that they can easily walk over. Because they tried to dog walk them, to be honest, and it did not go out well for them. Now the scores are 2-1. Legends sitting on top with a single round. If they can secure this, it will put them just one round away from a victory here. But it doesn't seem the Fight Nights will take this lying down. Grenades cooking, Fight Night taking a lot of damage. The problem with staying in the same spot as a team is one grenade could do considerable damage to the entire unit. Seems the Legends trying to make that push. General almost gets taken down here. They've already lost one of their players. They need to relax a bit, because making a push against a team that's holding their own in the spotlight is not the best play for them. They've lost 2 men. Now it's down to relax versus 2. Can he clutch this 1v2? Let's go for that red. Unlucky, he gets beamed by T69, who just leaped over the wall there. He definitely did not expect T69 to be able to clear that, but it is what it is. The score is now 3-1. Will the Fight Night be able to make a comeback there, or will the Legends be taking? The Fight Night, they've put up a really good fight for themselves, to be honest. And just like that, they have Yayu knocked. That will cost them a lot, especially when it comes to walls and heals and abilities too, apparently. The cooldown window is definitely going to hurt them. Ray almost gets taken down. If Relax falls, it's going to definitely hurt them, because Relax seems to be their heaviest hitter. Ray gets taken down. They will make that push. He baits her. I feel that was not intentional. You can tell that was intentional. They outplay him with the Orion skill yet again. Unlucky. Orion has just become a menace in the new meta. A skill that lets you take HP from your enemy while doing damage to them is honestly going to be very broken. Unlucky for the Fight Night squad. They will be getting eliminated. And T69 will be the MVP with 9 total eliminations to himself and 2542 damage. It was a very decent game for the Fight Night squad. Even though they came in as less than the Legend squad, they still put up a pretty decent fight. Taking that one round and almost securing another round is still very impressive, even though you come in 3v4. We'll be heading on to the next map, which will be against the All-Stars versus Vent Esports. This is what the table looks like. The brackets for today's games will look like. The Batty Boys were eliminated, so that puts the Cosa Nostra squad to the semi-finals. We just watched the Fight Night squad get eliminated, putting the Legends onto the semi-finals. We'll be moving on to the second bracket to see the All-Stars versus Vents. Then we will see the Outlaw Noobs versus Wild Gamers before we call it a day. we will be right back in a couple minutes while the teams get here.
For the ones who find it hard to believe. Yeah. This is for the ones who find it hard to believe. Keep putting in the work and grind, don't stay on your knees. This is for the ones who find it hard to believe. Keep putting in the work and grind, don't stay on your knees. They one left, they one right, them no know this. Heartbeat like a drum, can you feel this? What I feel, what I write, can you hear this? In the back of your hear like it's crazy. All of our time stand like bison. I rate them, I never ever need bison. Bison on the beat, man, I sting like the lightning on the beat, man, I move with peace. So many times fly high like a Concorde, but then I stay so nice, rocking comfort. See many people looking for the comfort, so I stay rolling with my G, yeah, she comfort. This is for the ones who find it hard to believe. Keep putting in the work and grind, don't stay on your knees. Say one big up yourself, looking at the mirror, one big up yourself. Say one big up yourself, looking at the mirror, one big up yourself. Say one big up yourself, get the mullah coming now you're feeling yourself. Say one big up yourself, when the only one you impress be yourself. You steady rolling around town in a fast car, top down you be bumping to Jadena. Classic, you be feeling like a man now. Don't ever forget where you're from now. This is for the ones who find it hard to believe. Keep putting in the work and grind, don't stay on your knees. Say one big up yourself, looking at the mirror, one big up yourself. Say one big up yourself, looking at the mirror, one big up yourself. If you believe you can reach all the giant, just try and ask Jack, or climbing your beanstalk. Big up yourself, looking at the mirror, big up yourself. And big up yourself, looking at the mirror, big up yourself. Just one girl can satisfy me. She a roll up the leaf like pine trees. She a come up to me and time freeze. She a sit next to me, mind increase. Just one girl can satisfy me. She a roll up the leaf like pine trees. She a come up to me and time freeze. She a sit next to me, mind increase. Bad girl, she a bust pipe on my team. She no like.
Sorry for the silence for a few seconds because I thought my mic was on. But the Vent Esports, the players in the room fail to realize that it's the first round. It's best you make an aggressive play. If you're going with just the M500, it's forcing yourself to play long range. It's more economical, but it doesn't really help them. Vent Esports will lose one. Habib giving one taps like crazy. He's gotten 2 knockdowns. Gets taken down, unlucky for him. Vent Esports look like they will be losing this round because Rest and 9 are dangerously low. 9 is the last man standing. Will he be getting eliminated?
Double kill.
Unlucky for the Vent squad, they will be losing the first round. It's going to put them at a tough spot, except Habib. Habib was able to, but he bought the M500 and was still able to get the kill there. So he's definitely gonna have a lot more coins than the rest of his teammates, giving him a better buy option. But his teammates, on the other hand, will be stuck with mini Uzis, and that's not gonna help, especially against a team like the All Stars, who are very, very coordinated and all buying long range weapons. They do not want a repeat of what happened against the Legends just now, because if Fight Night had a full stack, they definitely could have put up a much better fight there. But even with the limited stack, they still put up a decent fight with a mini Uzi round. All Stars do not want to take chances like that, so they use them AN94s and M60s, just hoping someone tries a straight push here. On the other hand, the Vent squad will be sitting with mini Uzis all around. Limited. It's a limited round for them yet again. They can't really do much. They only have to just wait for the zone to force the All-Stars straight towards them, and that will probably give them an advantage, because the mini Uzi, people don't really use it for some reason, but the people that use it do know the headshot is easy to get headshots with the gun, especially when it's close quarters. It's almost like all the bullets just gravitate to the head because of the bullet spread. We are playing the waiting game. What team can outwait the other? What team can outhold the other? The All-Stars seem to be in a tough spot compared to the Vent squad. The zone is pushing towards the Vent's favor. They just have to wait it out a few more seconds for the All-Stars to inevitably make a push towards them. Kuzi already taken a bit of damage. Lucas will be knocked and confirmed. The zone is definitely in the favor of the Vent. Making a straight push in. Takes one down, gets taken down. Unlucky, they're picking themselves up here. Takes out another from the All-Stars. They are definitely outplaying them. Habib will get knocked, but his team will be able to wrap up just in time for him to not get eliminated here. And the scores are even now. The Vent Esports squad will be having a better buy pool here. All-Stars are limited to most likely the mini Uzi, but we're still going to see them support long-range weapons, because I do not think they're going to want to go in a close quarter battle against the Vent Esports team. Vent Esports have proven to be a formidable set of opponents, especially when it comes to close quarters. They are menacing when it comes to long range, especially Habib, who is the team's designated sniper. I do not think they want to go engage in a properly long range battle, even though Habib is definitely not going to go for a long range battle here, because playing snipers in a Clash Squad game is going to limit your ability to help your team a lot, unless you're that guy. Again, playing the waiting game, both teams just trying to outwait the other, waiting for the zone to just force them to get into a battle here. But if what we saw from the last game still follows, the final zone is going to shrink. It's going to move. So whatever team gets the advantage there is definitely going to most likely win the game, because he will be going down. Unlucky for him. Stay too long in the zone, and that cost him everything, because he just get gate-kept out of it. Now the All-Stars are down by one player. It is going. It's a 3v4 situation now. Grenades are being cooked. They need to push away from the... Habib spots a sniper. Will he be able to use it to his full extent though? Because we all know Habib as a menacing sniper. But he's unable to find an angle to take a decent shot there. A grenade will take one down from the All-Stars team. Yet again, the Luke is getting picked up by the self-res there, but unlucky for him, he will get eliminated. Target the last man standing gets beamed by Liar. Vent Esports will be losing no play here while taking the advantage in a 2-1 situation now. And now, despite all odds, Habib is still running with double snipers. I can't wait to see what he does with it, to be honest. 'Cause if he does get focused by the All-Star squad, he's definitely going to be a liability to the team here. Almost getting one knock. 9 is dangerously low. Is it Hokage? No. That's Kuzi making a straight push there. Tosses the nade just a bit too wide to do a lot of damage. If he tossed that a little bit closer, he would have definitely gotten that knock there. But unlucky for him, he wasn't able to secure it. Habib takes height there, almost gets beamed out of his mind. Kuzi's putting out consistent damage. He's shelling out consistent damage. He will be getting taken down by Habib, but Habib though. 9 gets knocked as well. Habib again with the sniper. Putting another one down. And another one down. Habib just picking angles and playing them aggressively here. Liar will be taking down Hokage. Unlucky for the Hokage there. Hisoka and the Lucas are at risk of getting eliminated by Habib. Unfortunately, 9, who they had knocked earlier, comes back for his get back. Vent Esports will be taking yet another round. They do have one more round. If they can secure it, if Habib can find a decent spot, because let's be honest, Habib was definitely the reason that they took that round rather easily. The angle he held just gave him an unlimited window to just keep shelling out damage and forcing the All-Stars into a panic there. But are the All-Stars going to be able to make a comeback here, or will they be getting eliminated in a 4-1 game here by the Vent Esports team? Hits for 105 already. At this point, Habib is just bleeding them for their heals. Because you're only spawning with 2 medkits. You start off the game with, and you already have 1 medkit gone. They're not running healing characters because that's no longer the meta. You need to run defensive or aggressive characters. If it was back in like 2020 or 2021, you definitely see a lot of Alok users and Skylar users, because those are definite healing characters. But we do not have that in the meta anymore, because we are seeing a lot of Dimitris and Chronos and even self revives. Yet again, we are down to playing the waiting game, but will the All-Stars win this waiting game this time? Because the last 2 rounds we've seen them go for the waiting game, they have lost those violently. We're just waiting for someone to try to... They do get down the Hokage and eliminate him there. Try to cook that nade. Will the rest be able to cook it properly there? Almost gets it there. Almost gets it in. Almost gets the knock. 9 will be going down in a quick trade. Another one will be going down by the flash freeze. Unlucky for them. The Lucas, the last man standing for the... And he gets eliminated by the plays on there. Unlucky. But Vent Esports will be coming out on top of this battle as the winners here. Moving on to the semis next Thursday. Habib is the MVP with 7 assists and 5 total eliminations with 3152 damage. He is definitely the heaviest hitter for the Vent Esports team. We will be moving on to the 4th and final game for today, because it's still the same map between the Outlaw Noobs versus the Wild Gamers. This is what the table will be looking like. We're playing the final game and deciding what teams we will be seeing facing off against each other in the semis next week. We will be right back shortly.
when me clear eye with vicing. Redesign to your mind, that be her kind thing. She dey move me to the vibe, I dey move like it. Good girl, but she gone so bad. Sky high, she a leave you running right. Cruise where she give be 100 stack. Sky high, she a leave you running right. Good boy, me dey post back. Super tough, so me no crack. Take a shot like it's Kodak. Oh, I'm sipping on me cognac. Rude girl, she dey boss back too. Super tough, so she no crack too. Take a shot like it's Kodak too. And while she riding, she a throwback. Just one girl can satisfy me. She a roll up the leaf like pine trees. She a come up to me and time freeze. She a sit next to me, mind increase. She a controller, young soldier, wild joker. Every man that she a meet, she a step over. Oh mama, Jehovah. She burning at the man cause she hot nova. Me say the thing she a do make a man I want to pause it. Stand she a pull up a nigga in a closet. Target, lock it, flowing like a faucet. Then I stand alone like I'm posing for a portrait. Oh yeah, check out me a bit. Anything me see and me liking me a bit. They ma come around just to say me no fit. So I tell them one time, me no quit. Fire blazing on the road now. The girl I come through when it goes down. Say this is my vibe, you should know now. The girl I come through when it goes down. Good boy, me they post back. Super tough, so me no crack. Take a shot like it's Kodak. Oh, I'm sipping on me cognac. Just one girl can satisfy me. She a roll up the leaf like pine trees. She a come up to me and time freeze. She a sit next to me, mind increase. She a controller, young soldier, wild joker. Every man that she a meeting, she a step over. Oh mama, Jehovah. She burning at the man cause she hot nova. Listen, bad man me the realest. When I come through, yeah, you know it's a killing. Every time I pulling up the scene, I be switching up the cruise. I be feeling so high like the highest. Aye. Hustle every night and day. Hustle till the night and day. Me, I won't fly away. Live every day like a holiday. Hustle every night and day. Hustle till the night and day. Me, I won't fly away. Live every day like a holiday. Dot your eyes and cross your T's. I feel the vibe that we bring with ease. I roll the leaves and burn the trees. I know the loose God, man I look sharp. Dot your eyes and cross your T's. I feel the vibe that we bring with ease. I roll the leaves and burn the trees. I know the loose God, man I look sharp. Oh. See me now every morning, me I go down on me knees just to pray. For me one the blessing come no delay. Make the pay repay the last holidays. Aye, different people finna look sharp like the TV pan your display. If you cannot picture what I'm trying to say, take your pen and pad and jot what I say. Ha, no darling, everybody hustling. If you still sleep, no condolence. We are take all your things and gain from it, gain from it. No darling, everybody hustling. If you still sleep, no condolence. We are take all your things and gain from it, gain from it. Ah, dot your eyes and cross your T's. I feel the vibe that we bring with ease. I won't believe.
Okay, we are on to the fourth and final map between the Wild Gamers and the Outlaw Noobs. What team will be coming out on top here? The Outlaw Noobs seem to be raring to go in this battle here, but we're not going to watch the Wild Gamers just take it lying down basically. The store did change a little bit because we're now seeing WSPs, which is a very menacing weapon if you use it. And if you use it properly, it's actually a very menacing weapon, to be honest. Wild Gamers playing rather wide for the first round. This is a very dangerous spot, a very dangerous play to be making because you don't have that much long range ability. Or do they want an open field battle for the first round? Marley will get taken down by a double USB to I think that's a headshot there. Another one bites the dust for the Outlaw Noobs. Unlucky for them. So the Wild Gamers playing wide, forcing the Outlaw Noobs to make a play forward to them, and simultaneously just taking all of them down without losing a single. Never mind, they lost Arcus. He focused on getting that kill. He knows he's going to get eliminated, but he focused on getting that single elimination there. It is going to give him a better buy pool in the next round. But the Wild Gamers will be taking that first game. What team will take? Will the Outlaw Noobs be able to equalize in the second game? Because all the games that have been played today, except the first one, because the first one was a straight win by disqualification, will the Outlaw Noobs be able to equalize on this front? And will they be able to get past the first round? Because a lot of the teams that we've seen equalize, the two teams we've seen equalize, were not able to get past that one round that they got. The skill comp for the Wild Gamers squad will be Clue, Wukong, that's Dimitri, I think, and Steffi. All very useful skills that require you to play together as a unit, because if you use the Steffi ability, your whole team doesn't take grenade damage. The Dimitri skill is definitely going to help for a straight push, especially when your teammate gets that one knock in. You can just confidently make a faster play to get in. Wukong is definitely it could be used to go for the reses, but they're definitely not going to play for just res. They're going to play for much more aggressive playstyle. Danger will get taken down by the Outlaw Noobs. Lord J getting that first knock and confirm, but they will be instantly losing another player. It is a quick trade. The grenade gets deflected there. Unfortunately, another one will be going down. It is now even Stevens for these teams. The Outlaw is making a very dangerous play. They have lost one. Ken and Army, the last player standing.
Triple kill.
If he doesn't know the kill, he will be getting eliminated. The Outlaw News, Lord J, coming through with an ace for his team. He will be equalizing. Now they just need to carry the same momentum to move forward and finish up the game. But I don't think the Wild Gamers will let them do that, because we saw the Wild Gamers strategy in the first round. I was seeing someone hold double pistols here, double revolvers. It's like a double USP, but much more effective, because a single bullet from this gives 247 to the head there. So you can literally see them go for one taps on this, and that would be rather disrespectful, especially in a classical tournament where anything goes. Not really anything goes, but like the chances of losing are a lot higher. And then someone's going to be going for a one tap in that situation. Me personally, I would not let that slide. The homer will be hitting Arkeson. Unlucky for him, but they did not make a push though, so it's still rather chill for them. They making use of the clue ability. They know when and where the Outlaw Noobs are, and the Outlaw Noobs are still not making a push here. They're just standing. If you're going against a team that uses clue, it's best to just crouch down, because that just nullifies her ability. But they're crouching just a little bit too late, because their positions have already been compromised. With the use of the Dimitri skill, you can just quickly reposition. And it gives you 3 boosts, if I'm not mistaken. Now we are playing the waiting game to see what team is going to be able to outgun the other and get to the final combat. Unable to make the cross there. The grenade doesn't do that much. It doesn't do damage to anyone, not even that much damage. Arkeson has been bled for all his heals and is dangerously low now. Lord J will be getting the first knock here. Charmy will be going down. Another one will be going down.
First blood.
It's not going very good for him. He gets eliminated. It's not going rather good for the Wild Gamers now. Lord J and the Outlaw News will be equalizing and taking the round ahead. They're still on the same map. Will this play out any differently? Now it seems the Wild Gamers will be able to get a proper bite in. Opting to go for the long range. Taking a Dragonov is honestly very brave because you're either trusting your ability to one tap someone that's pushing you in close quarter combat, or you're just hoping you get a decent angle and you're able to shell out a lot of damage, because this gun does hella damage. Remember it being the most broken gun when it still went by the name Dragonov instead of SVD back in 2019, 2020. Currently playing the waiting game yet again. The zone is not in anyone's favor. Ken still hasn't been able to hit anyone with the SVD there, and he's gonna take a lot of damage from the zone, because this is not BR zone. You will get violated by the zone if it hits you. The zone is pushing before the relocation. Will the teams be making a push now? Lord J is definitely the MVP for his team, currently sitting with 6 total eliminations, taking a lot of damage. He's trying to bait just to trade off damage there, but it doesn't seem like it. The Outlaw Noobs will be having the advantage here, but they are carelessly making a push here. They do get one, they do get two, they do get a third one down, and the last man will be getting eliminated. It seems the push wasn't careless, it just looks very careless. Wild Gamers are now on the lifeline now, because it's the last round, the last chance for them to equalize. Not equalize, just to keep themselves in the game here, because if they get eliminated, they will not be making it to the finals next week. And it is not something that the teams want to happen to them, because you've come this far, you've gone over a week of playing, you don't want to get eliminated in the second week. Moving on to the final round, it is going to be at the Moat House. What team will be coming out on top here? Will the Wild Gamers get eliminated, or will the Outlaw Noobs finally make a misstep that will cost them the round here? Jay almost gets himself knocked. He does. He's not going for himself. It's a very, very smart play. He gets a knock there. Puts a grenade on a wall there. He knows someone's pushing straight towards him. That would definitely be the play for the game. That would definitely be the play for the day, not just the game. He knows he's getting pushed. He places a grenade on the wall there and gets a wall down beside him to just trap the opponent there. Getting themselves eliminated. Wild Gamers will be placing, I don't know, second after the tournament. It was a good road for them, but Lord J and the Outlaw Noobs outplayed them greatly here, with J sitting with 9 eliminations and 7 assists. With 2188 damage, he is definitely the MVP for his team. And the Outlaw Noobs coming out on top of that battle was not an outcome I expected, because from the start we saw the Wild Gamers outplay them. They outsmarted them from the get-go, but the Outlaw Noobs just had other things in mind. It seems that will be the end of it today. I will be wishing you a good night and God bless, obviously, because I'm your host, Gummy Bear Monster, saying good night and God bless for like the second or third time now. Anyways, have a good one, everyone.